What's up guys, Zephyr here, and today I have an OU battle against my friend Kashflo. The funny thing about this battle is I actually decided it would be funny to fight him with an all EV team and see how that played out. I didn't use a Porygon or the other EV just because I thought I really didn't need them. But anyway, enough rambling, let's get into the battle. So, he's going to start off with his freaking Ferrothorn, and I'm just going to go ahead and start off with my Espeon, I believe. And I figured this Ferrothorn really can't do anything, and it walls me, and I might be able to scare him out the HP Fire. So I set up a light screen, and then he goes for Gyro Ball, but I'm really not all that speedy, so it wouldn't have done much of anything at all. So he's gonna send in his Umbreon. I'm gonna send in my Umbreon as he goes for the Power Whip. Look how much the freaking Power Whip does. Next to nothing. And I'm like, wow, Umbreon is just that freaking bulky. So I go for the Confused Ray because I know I can get the Confused hacks on him because I'm the king of hacks. I should make a channel like that. I'm just kidding, I should not. But next turn, I believe I'm gonna go for the I don't even know what I go for. I predicted him to switch out to his Ninetales to finally set up his Sun. So I go for Confused Ray again, but obviously he's not going to, and I'm just gonna stay in and completely wall him. I mean, there's nothing he can do to me. There's not much I can do to him either because I don't really have any other attacking moves. So I'm just going to switch out into my Flareon here, and he's going to double switch out into his Skarmory, which is hilarious because now I can go ahead and start firing off some attacks on this thing. But unfortunately he switches out to Ninetales, which is kind of good-bad because I could have gone for the Flamethrower and, well, you know, do some stuff. So I predicted the Protect nicely because I know that whenever we battle, he has Protect on at least one of his pokes. So I decided to take this opportunity to set up a sub. So he's going to switch out into his Terrakia. I'm going to go for that Sun-boosted Flamethrower. I don't even remember what nature's on this Flareon. I think like Bashful or something, but it's all good because I like these un-Pokegen pokes because I had these since like 3rd gen. I want to say 3rd or 4th. I don't remember. But it's going to go for the Stone Edge. It's going to break my sub. I don't want to die at the same time. I know he's probably going to predict me switch, so I'm going to leave him with a parting gift and go for the Will-O-Wisp. So next turn, I'm going to go ahead and switch on out into my my Umbreon just to take the predicted Stone Edge, but he actually goes for the Close Combat, which is like, why would you go for the freaking Close Combat, you douche? So he does take the D and special D drop, but at the same time, my Umbreon is almost dead. So I'm like, no. And he does make a questionable play by switching out instead of trying to finish me off. But at the same time, I was just going to protect just to see if he's going to go for it again. So, unfortunately, I let this Dragonite set up on me. But at the same time, I'm going to throw a Toxic his way just to cripple him in the long run. Because I can protect next turn. And I believe he's going to go for the Outrage, but I don't think I even went for Protect. So, like, a lot of stupid plays I done made. Like, if I had protected here, I could have lived off the Outrage and started racking up Poison, and then switched out into something that can take Outrage better. But I end up sacking my Umbreon for nothing, which kind of sucks because I like Umbreon. Umbreon's like one of my favorite freaking pokes. But now I sent out my Glaceon, my Koribara, which means Ice Rose in Japanese if you don't know. But he kills that, so that kind of sucks. So I believe either next turn or the turn after, I'm going to switch into my Leafeon because Leafeon's the only poke I have who can actually take an Outrage. But I go into Princess just to, I know I'm faster than any Dragonite at all, being like 394 max plus speed. So I can Volt Switch out of there and go into Buttercup. And if you don't know, most of my freaking evolutions are named after like Powerpuff Girls. I don't know why. I think it was for a theme team tourney I was in, and I just wanted to use all EVs at that time too because it was a good idea for me. But the most threatening poke I have to his team is probably going to be that Jolteon, because Jolteon outspeeds everything on his team. I think the highest speed he has on one of his pokes is like 316, and that's just about the same amount as my Espeon. So I guess Espeon and Jolteon are like the fastest things I have on my team, so they can both kill him. But now Toxic finally racked up enough to the point where it would kill him off. Now here's the funny thing. I go for Morning Sun because it's Sun boosted obviously, and I want to go ahead and get my HP back. He's going to go for the Roost, predicting me to go for Psychic, I guess. And I'm going to take this time to start setting up my screens again. So he's going to start setting up spikes, but booyah, I have Magic Bounce. So those spikes are going to be scattered right back onto your field. And now I can set up my reflect. So now dual screens are up. He's going to go for a Brave Bird. Brave Bird's going to do almost next to nothing, but it does do a decent chunk, I guess, for that being a Skarmory, and based on Skarmory's attack and special attack, that's kind of good for Skarmory. So, let's go throw a hit his way. I don't have HP Fire, but I do have that modest Psychic, and he goes for a Whirlwind, and Magic Bounce backs Whirlwind up to Whirlwind, Roar, all kinds of entry hazards, and I believe like things like Sleep Powder and Thunder Wave too, so that's awesome. That's why I love this Espeon. So, Ninetales comes out here. I'm like, okay, you're obviously going to go for Protect, but I don't care. I'm just going to go for the Psychic because I want to get something off on something. So, next turn, I'm just going to keep going for the Psychic because I have no other attacking moves to hit this Ninetales with, and he can't Protect again. Well, you could try to Protect again. It'll have like a... I forget the accuracy on Protect. I think it only... like, it goes down the more you use it. So, it's 100% the first time, maybe like 75% the second time, 50%, and then 25%, then nothing. You can't Protect 4 turns in a row. It's impossible. But that may be something for Pokemon Mythbusters. I should ask Yellow Swallow. But anyway, I'm going to go out into Blossom, and I believe I'm going to set up another sub on this thing as he goes for the Solar Beam. So I'm like, okay, I guess you just want to get some kind of hit off on me, but still, you could possibly switch on to that Terrakion and... you know, do some damage. Could have prevented me from setting up the sub, but whatever, do your thing. So, after lefties and blah blah blah, I'm gonna go ahead and fire off a Flamethrower because that's the only attacking move I have on this thing. I believe I have like Retaliate. Oh, I actually go for Retaliate here. So, I have Retaliate, Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, and Substitute. Very weird set, but if you could understand why I have it, I pretty much have some kind of crippling move on almost every single evolution I have. So, in comes the Ferrothorn, I guess, as Death Fodder, because I guess he predicted either to Retaliate or something, but why would I go for Retaliate twice? It only works the turn you use it, I believe, and if not, then I was not going to go for it again. So, Ferrothorn's down, that's one less threat to deal with. I don't have to worry about him setting up hazards and crap. And now in comes the Ninetales. He's actually going to double switch out into his Terrakion, I guess, baiting me to go for the Flamethrower, but why wouldn't I? You're at that range of health where I would be able to kill you, and even if I didn't, Burn will take you out too. So, yeah, I don't know why you did that. So, now he's going to send in his Ninetales, and I believe Ninetales is like maybe his third to last poke, and he's going to Protect again, this boring Protect, Wish stalling, except he doesn't have Wish and whatever. If it was a rain team and I had this team, oh my god, Jolteon would just boss everything, but... I'm getting off topic once again. So, in comes the Skarmory, the bane of my existence, the bird of steel, the fastest thing alive, next to Sonic, is going to die from fire. A fire-type fox thing. I should have named this thing Mozilla, but whatever. That's Ninetales' name. But I'm going to switch out here, fearing, I don't know, the Fire Blast or something, and he's going to Protect, and obviously he's going to fail. I don't know if this thing was faster than me or not, but I decided to go ahead and set up screens on me. Very big mistake. I possibly could have taken this thing out, being that modest max special attack, Psychic, but unfortunately, that sun boosted, possibly modest Fire Blast is going to take out Miss Whiskers. So no, Miss Whiskers. But Miss Whiskers did its job. It set up my screens for me, at least one screen. So now I'm going to send in Jolteon. Jolteon's just, I'm going to lock myself into Thunderbolt because, well, Thunderbolt is awesome like that. So, next turn, he can't Protect again. And even if he tries, it would possibly fail, like I said before. The accuracy for that thing goes down, down, down. So, Thunderbolt's going to take him out because I am very, very high in the special attack stat. So, in comes the Breloom. I'm like, oh my god, is he going to Spore me? If he's going to Spore me just to stall out this battle, I'm going to be pissed. And he Spores me. So, I'm like, why'd you Spore me? So stupid. You're gonna die anyway because Jolteon gets pissed off with Spore. So he's gonna take the opportunity, I guess, to set up a sub. He could have possibly gone for the Focus Punch, so that kind of scared me. So I went to break the sub really early, but he decides not to go for the freaking Focus Punch, and he's just going to Leech Seed instead. So I'm like, if you had gone for the sub Focus Punch, you could have possibly taken out, no, not even possibly, you definitely would have taken out Jolteon, because I have no defense or special defense in this thing at all. So, just speed, special attack, and I think a few in HP. So, he tried to go for another substitute here. Very bad mistake on his part. I don't think he has protect, and he goes for the unprotected focus punch now, but I'm like, okay, you can do that, but I'm going to take you out with this Thunderbolt. So, good game, Kashflo, one of our better games that we had. It was a pretty fun match. I hope to bring you guys some more. If you like this, don't forget to hit the like button, rate, comment, sub, do your thing, and I'll see you guys next time when I record. Peace out.